Right, hello guys, it's Mr. P here with the next sort of vlog video that I'm going to make, which is a follow-on from the first one, this sort of first live stream that I did last week, which was sharing the idea of using the apps Ditty and Erasma to create your own sort of interactive spag word mats. I just want to start off by saying a massive thank you to everyone for all the kind feedback and comments with that. And so I thought what I thought I'd do is make another sort of video with a couple more ideas of how to use sort of music in the classroom. And what's been amazing since doing that first sort of video is just what other people have then created using the idea. So this was shared on Twitter by @elearning_Laura, so you can follow her on Twitter, and she's made her own spag shop or sweet shop spag song sheet where you've got your punctuation there and you've also got your grammar terms here, and just down in the bottom corner you can see, if you follow her on the Erasma app, you can then use these songs or use these sheets, print them off, stick them in the children's books, and if the iPads the children are using are following that channel, you know, you can scan them and the songs will be played. So what we're going to do in this short little session is just share a couple of other ideas and some other apps that you can use to help children use music to remember facts in different areas. So the first one is the latest app released by these guys, Mr. A, Mr. C and Mr. D, and I've been following these guys on Twitter for ages, couple of years now, and they are absolutely brilliant. They are some teachers who create educational songs, and their website, which is Mr. ACD Present, is full of amazing resources, examples of these songs that you can use in class and get children sort of singing along, moving along and learning maths facts, science facts, English facts through these funky and catchy songs. But what they've also just released is their first app, which is what we're going to have a look at now, which is the Literacy Jukebox. So what you've got here is you've got sort of 20 songs, all of which link to a different aspect of literacy, English, so adjectives, adverbs, sort of persuasion, that sort of thing. And the way I see using this, the way I think I'd use this in class, is I'd have it on my teacher iPad. I'd then link my teacher iPad to my interactive whiteboard through, it could be an Apple TV. I use AirServer installed on my computer, and then I mirror it that way. And what we'd just do as a whole class is listen to the song, look at the lyrics, and each week try and learn one of these literacy songs. And so what you can do is, once your iPad is being mirrored on your interactive whiteboard, you can share the lyrics. So you've got the access to the lyrics here at the top. And so if we sort of play one of the songs, bring in the lyrics, first 10 minutes of the day, last 10 minutes of the day, maybe straight after lunch, whatever it might be, I'd have the children sort of listening to, learning, and then singing these songs. Now what you'll also notice in the bottom right hand corner is that you've got the karaoke mode. So what that does is it takes away the singing, leaving just a backing track for the children to sing. So once they've learned the songs, they can then actually perform them themselves.
And let's say it's the city, we can say it was bustling all day.
Obviously, I'm not going to have a go at that because my voice is absolutely woeful, so we'll give that a miss. But yeah, what a really useful resource to have in class. The fact that you've got those 20 songs on your iPad to use and for children to sort of learn. And you can do all sorts with that. You can get them then choreographing a dance to go along with the song and sort of linking in the movement with it, even use it in dance lessons. You know, there's absolutely loads of ways in which you can use that. So that's the first app, the Literacy Jukebox. And what I wanted to share is just a couple of other ideas that I've sort of used. And these are all up on my blog, mrparkinsonict.blogspot.com, and you can access them on there. I'll put another link on the blog there. But these next two apps, they're both free and actually allow children to create the content. So while the Literacy Jukebox has the songs for children to learn, these are a couple of apps where they can actually create their own songs. So the first one is one called AutoRap. And AutoRap is a free app where you just simply talk into the iPad, it records your voice and then remixes it into a thick hip-hop jam. And the children absolutely love this. So the first time I sort of used it was with a Year 5 class. I just said, who knows? Said to the class, who knows the 9 times tables? And one girl put her hands up, so I brought her up to the front and said, all I want you to do is just talk your 9 times tables into the iPad for me. So she starts off 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 9 is 18, 3 times 9 is 27. Gets to about 7, 8 times 9, starts to struggle a little bit. So I sort of point her in the direction of the sort of times tables display. And sort of she goes through it all, and then at the end I press the sort of go button on the AutoRap, and then it sort of remixes it into this amazing song, which sounds like this. And straight away she was like, oh, I'm the new Nicki Minaj. And we're like, not quite. But what we could do then is, because that song is then stored online, we can link it through the school blog. So she was able to then go home, listen to this at home, show her mum, show her dad, show her brothers, show her sisters, on the phone to her nan. Nan, listen to what I've done in school. And all the while, she's just listening to a 9 times tables over and over and over. So it just made it easier for her to sort of learn those facts. So the next week when I was working with that class and I said, right, tell me your 9 times tables. Granted, she had the gold chains on, the gold teeth, and the hat going this way. And she was like, yeah, Mr. Parkinson, it's 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 9 is 18. I'm always joking, but it just helped her remember it. So it's great. And again, you don't have to link that with maths. It can be literacy facts, you know, literacy, terms, whatever it might be. But the children just love being able to sort of talk into an app and see their ideas being remixed into a rap hip hop sort of jam. So that's the first one. That's AutoRap. The next one is one called VideoStar, and VideoStar actually is a free app that allows children to create their own music videos. So whereas they're not really creating a song, what they can do now is use either the songs from Mr. A, Mr. C, Mr. D, or like we've done in the past, we've used the Number Fun songs by the resource by Dave Godfrey. So we've got all those Number Fun song packs, and we can use the CD, get the songs, share that with the children. One iPad between about 5 and 6, printed the lyrics off for them. Right, children, you should challenge for today. What I want you to do is I want you to use this app VideoStar to choreograph and record your own music video to this song, to this math song. And of course the children are straight away engaged, but you're probably thinking, where's the maths in that? And there's no sort of explicit link. The point being is that by choreographing their own music video, they have to listen to that song over and over. So by the end of the lesson, they probably listen to it about 50 times, but they can remember all the lyrics and the facts that are sort of embedded in that song. So by the end of the lesson, we were able to sort of say to those children, you know, what is double 10? 20. What is double 50? 100. So they're able to remember those maths facts that were linked into the song from doing this task. So we'll watch one of their examples. Now granted, that's not his actual face. With this app, what you can do is you can put in filters and special effects to really sort of spice up the video. Right, granted the choreography needs a bit of work, we're not going to lie, but the children absolutely loved it. They loved being pop stars and recording their own music videos because that's what they're watching when they're at home. But they're now making these music videos linked to these songs that are teaching them facts, math facts, literacy facts, whatever it might be. So VideoStar, brilliant app for letting children create their own music videos. So use the songs from the Literacy Jukebox, use the songs from the Number Fun song, or follow Flowcabulary on YouTube, who create these amazing sort of educational rap videos, absolutely brilliant. So follow Flowcabulary as well. Struggle with that one. Right, other ways in which we use music. So there's a couple of ideas, and again I'll put the link to the blog post for that. But I'm leading this conference with a guy called John Murray next week. So it's next Tuesday, 6th of October in Wirral in Northwest. It's our Improving Reading and Writing Through Popular Children's Movies and Media conference, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's me and John Murray, who's at Reading Explorer on Twitter, who's a reading and spelling trainer, and yeah, we put this day together where we've got this really sort of unique approach to using sort of visual media and children's favourite movies to sort of improve reading and writing skills. So he does a whole comprehension sort of unit based on The Lion King. We do some figurative language development through Frozen's Let It Go, and I do a whole unit based on using music and children composing music to sort of teach narrative structure. So how can you use music to teach narrative structure? How can you help children develop their story writing through music? So that's something that I'll be exploring on that day. So if you are interested, get in touch. Email davyhume.ipad@gmail.com to get a place. We've got a few places spare, so it's sort of your last chance to sort of jump in on that one. So I will be doing another video this week at some point, because I'm hoping that I'll get my hands on this, my latest book, 50 Plus iPad Lessons for Teaching Non-Fiction, written by myself and Alan Peat, which follows on for the 50 Plus iPad Lessons for Exciting Sentences. And this one is really special. I'm really excited about this. And so what I want to do is make another little video where I just talk through how to use this in class, why it is a really useful resource, because it basically breaks down each non-fiction text type and provides teachers with a range of lessons to utilising technology to really enhance non-fiction writing. So I'll be sort of talking about that. And if you are interested, me and Alan are doing our next joint conference in Warsaw in a couple of weeks. So on the 13th of October, Tuesday the 13th, we are there leading our Developing Writing in the Modern Classroom conference, which again I'm very excited about. We did one in June in Manchester. It was a complete sellout. We're very close to selling out this venue as well. And if you are using the Alan Peat sentence approach or the Alan Peat sort of literacy approach, this course is brilliant for showing you, look, this how you can then embed this as a sort of whole school approach, utilising the technology as well. So how does it fit in, sort of mixing old tech with new tech, you know, sort of the gamification approach. There's all sorts that we cover on that day, and it's a really valuable day for any sort of classroom teacher to have. So if you're interested in that, email info@alanpeat.com and get a place there. So thank you very, very much for listening. Short and sweet, but hopefully you've got a few more ideas there. So do follow these guys on Twitter, Mr. ACD. Check out the Number Fun Songs. Check out Flowcabulary on YouTube. Yeah, and if you are interested, get on this course next week. Get on the other course with Alan Peat in a couple of weeks. And I'd love to hear any sort of feedback, comments that you have. Where you can find me on Twitter at ICT_Mr. P, on Facebook, facebook.com/ICT_Mr. P. And make sure you check out the blog, Mr. Parks, on ICT.blogspot.com for more ideas and links, everything that I've sort of mentioned in this video here. So that's me. See you later. Thank you very much. Bye.